1925, December 1, SS Cotopaxi. Having departed Charleston, South Carolina 2 days earlier bound for Havana, Cuba, radioed a distress call reporting that the ship was sinking. She was officially listed as overdue on 31 December. In 1985 an unknown shipwreck was found off St. Augustine, Florida. In 2020 it was identified as the remains of the SS Cotopaxi. SS Cotopaxi was an Emergency Fleet Corporation, EFC, design 1060 bulk carrier built for the United States Shipping Board, USSB, under the World War I Emergency Shipbuilding Program. The ship, launched 15 November 1918, was named after the Cotopaxi stratovolcano of Ecuador. The ship arrived in Boston, 22 December 1918, to begin operations for the USSB, through 23 December 1919, when Cotopaxi was delivered to the Clinchfield Navigation Company under terms of sale. During operation for the USSB the ship suffered serious damage in a grounding on the coast of Brazil, and later, operating for Clinchfield Navigation, was involved in a collision with a tug in Havana, Cuba, resulting in the tug being sunk. She and a crew of 32 vanished in December 1925, while en route from Charleston, South Carolina, to Havana, with a cargo of coal. The wreck was discovered in the 1980s, but not identified until January 2020. After arrival in Boston, on 22 December 1918, from the Great Lakes Engineering Works, GLU, River Rouge Yard, Ecorse, Michigan, where it was built on 29 August 1918 and launched on 15 November, the ship was allocated to a USSB operator serving routes from U.S. ports to the east coast of South America. On 16 June 1919, while on a voyage from Philadelphia to Salvador, Brazil, Cotopaxi ran aground in the Bragança Channel, Para, Brazil. After jettisoning some 400 tons of coal the ship limped into port on 19 June, badly damaged, including damage to the engines. Repairs cost nearly $200,000, equivalent to about $3,100,000 in 2021. On 23 December 1919, Cotopaxi was delivered to the Clinchfield Navigation Company under terms of a sale at a price of $375,000. With $93,750 to be paid cash, with $281,250 to be paid in 3 installments of $93,750, on promissory notes secured by mortgage on the ship due on 22 December 1920, 1921, and 1922. In 1920, the ship entered Havana Harbor, on a voyage from Charleston, South Carolina, with a cargo of coal and collided with the Wardline tug Saturno. Cotopaxi was not seriously damaged but the tug sank. A case resulting from the accident was on appeal determined to be the equal fault of both vessels and damages were thus allocated. On 29 November 1925, Cotopaxi departed Charleston, for Havana, under Captain W. J. Meyer, with a cargo of coal and a crew of 32. On 1 December, Cotopaxi radioed a distress call reporting that the ship was listing and taking on water during a tropical storm. The ship was officially listed as overdue on 31 December. The wreck of Cotopaxi lies 35 nautical miles, 65 kilometers 40 miles, off St. Augustine, Florida. She was discovered in the 1980s, but could not be identified, and subsequently dubbed the Bear Wreck. Cotopaxi was identified in January 2020, based on 15 years of investigation by marine biologist Michael Barnett. Cotopaxi was one of 3 of the 17 Design 1060 ships built at the River Rouge Yard lost and initially listed as missing. Shatter, Hull 216, ON 217728, renamed John Tracy, was listed as missing on a voyage from Norfolk, Virginia, to Boston, January 1927. The ship is now listed among the collier wrecks of Stellwagen Bank National Marine Sanctuary, where ships with coal cargoes are second only to fishing vessels as victims of disaster. Covewan, Hull 221, ON 218005, after being renamed Wacona, and then sold and operating as Santa Clara, under the Brazilian flag, was listed as missing southwest of Bermuda, February 1941, while on a voyage from Newport News to Rio de Janeiro. Several were lost due to wartime action, with others lost to other causes. Corydon, Hull 206, ON 217236, foundered in the Bahama Channel during a hurricane in September 1919. Cottonwood, Hull 211, ON 217423, renamed Stanburn, foundered October 1946, after striking a submerged object. One of the ships, Kovner, Hull 220, ON 217810, became notable as the unique U.S. Army port repair ship Junior N. Van Noy. That ship was first of the port repair ships to sail for Europe, where it engaged in repairs at Cherbourg, France.